Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Welcome back to the StarLadder minor qualifiers to the Southeast Asia region. We're into map 2 between Alpha Red and Maple CS. I'm the Eternal J. We're taking you through this matchup and today's proceedings here on the B stream. Not the best start for Alpha Red, to say the least. If you're just joining us, it was a map pick for them to begin off the series in Overpass, and they weren't able to get the victory. 16-12 to Maple, especially when Alpha Red are the favorites in the series. We're looking at a situation where it's like, okay, they actually could get 2-0 out in the opening match of the qualifiers, which would be a bit of an upset for them. Of course, still got to go through the second part of the bracket in the lower bracket, but we'll talk about that in more detail as we're ready to get into our pistol round. Alpha Red on the CT start. There's Maple on their map pick begin on the T side. It is a 4v4 with opening frags trade 1-for-1 out to the mid position for both Maple and Alpha Red. Maple going to opt to go for the B site hit via the apartments. It's straight out for Ying, the first man up and over and looking in for the CT forces around this corner. The bomb plant should come through in a moment's time, but Lazy Fox, he's still being on the bomb site. Alongside Olivia, still towards the truck position. Eventually, Reality and Nifu come back and trade it to 1 versus 2. Myro was the last man standing for the Alpha Red side. The fuse kit being dropped for the CTs in the early part of this one. Spotting the one-man shoulder baiting. And eventually getting information out for the T side. Alpha Red resting their laurels on this one man. One player to find at the back lines. Could flick to the man on the corner. Headshot found. And now 2 kills for the lone CT player alongside the one T side player. He's here for the clutch. And he will keep it together for Maple CS to get the first pistol round on the board for the T side. Good start from Maple, eventually rushing down into that B bomb site, getting all the control that he needed. And Alpha Red. A force buy to follow up in this next round with. Mac 10's out, initial contact for the Maple CS squad. The bomb on the back of Leaf in the apartments. Both those SMGs looking to mop up some cash. There's only 2 players without head carry though, so it's not the ideal weaponry to be using. Here we go, hit coming out. Reality spotting one man on the bomb site. AK moving inland, and rotations will be called by the CT forces, but the MAC 10 strikes first alongside the Kree coming in for the second scout in. Good headshot from Olivia. And not spotting the second or third players out here. 7 ready for the counter rotations and the A side to be the hit, but we'll look on towards short and realise that B site is under their full control. Alpha Red going to fall back off the back of this heavy investment, so best to save the Kevlar and the rifle on the part of Olivia. The second round will be on the wall for the Maple side. See if they can pick up that AK that was dropped by Reality earlier on here. As Yampy deals the KNTZ, takes him out towards the A-bomb site, and the AK is indeed... Oh, sorry, yeah, UMP recovered. Yeah, Galil being picked up by Ying. And should also just have enough time to make it out alive. Seven looking for exit frags. He will get the one man, so that's a rifle dropped. Scouts and CZs in play for Alpha Red, obviously, with not a lot of investment coming in the other players. Quick hit coming through from Maple Stack into the B bomb site. B has been the hit for all 3 rounds so far, and they're expecting this one to be a bit of a challenge. Very passive position. CZ's up close and personal. Nifu will get caught off guard for the first frag. MAC 10 can't turn around as We're traded back 4-on-4, but USP is also up here towards the back of the ramp. 2 kills to his name. Mirage with the triple kill will turn it around. It all rests on Leaf. Quad kill left for Mirage. If he can make this whole thing happen, he's going to pick up an AK. Now 1 headshot's all he needs, but low HP for Leaf will be able to finish off the job. USP crossfire from back at bench. 3 kills for Mirage in particular. Very, very nicely done there, but unfortunately couldn't hold on against Maple. A full buy comes in for Alpha Red meanwhile. Tell yourself from Maple Esports. Gonna go straight over to the A-bomb site. Execute. 2 players here, 7 and KNTZ. Molotov's in will not force him out. KNTZ will get the opening kill. There's no secondary kill if 7 does go falling in a 2-for-2 trade. KNTZ will be dealt with as the bomb gets dropped on the bomb site, and if you're going to pick that right back up, plenty open here for the sandwich area. Mirage can't get the info out. Will play it blindly as Ying makes his way in, gets taken out immediately. 2 kills for Mirage once again, leaving it all on Yappy. On the firebox, Lazy Foxy will catch him off guard and take him down. So very quick execute coming through from Maple, but very quick response from Alpha Red. Getting there first on the CT board. A bit over aggressive as well from the T side. Maple going to be conceding. Off the back of that aggression might not be too smart of an idea, but for now, it's only early days. It still could be anyone's game, and still could be anyone's next set of rounds in the case of Maple and Alpha. But Yappy does get the first frag of this round here on the half buy, I guess you could call it, from Maple. A bit of a heavy investment on sub players, but others not going in for as much. Damage done to 2 players to begin for Alpha Red. Could still be a trade opportunity. Maple CS. 1 flashbang for Leaf. Looking like they might set themselves up for the B site here. Reality tries to play Sacrificial Lamb and forcing a rotation. A utility of his own right, then he may be able to sell them on this idea that it would be an A hit, but actually might still be an A hit here. Leaf with the bomb on his back. Super Yampy taking the first face up. Fox, the only man there that can contest the middle area, not even going to look in. He's inches away from spotting the entire Maple setup. Info will be heard. Deagle's up over to the B apartments, but finally Foxy peeks in, deals with Ying. Realizes it's a fake. 4-on-4 now. Man advantage regained and evened out here by Alpha Red. 7 towards Dark, deals with the low HP player of Maple. Further incendiary to form back the likes of Reality. He'll still push out and still get doubled down with Foxy getting a nail onto Nifu. It's all left to Leaf and he can't do much about it, so awkward half buy. I think if they just went for the flash in towards that B bomb, so they may have been able to secure a bomb plant, which would have given them a little bit of a boost going into this next round. Olivia begins straight down on Leaf, straight out from Reality as well. First kill on the T-side board to underpass, but 1 man dropping towards that mid area. Meanwhile, Fox has got the info still. He's got the positioning, but he can't get the kill on Super Yampy. Nades in, won't do the damage either. A great follow-up as well to gain the man advantage for the CT side, but instead they lose it to Ying back over on the A-bomb site. Clearing out 7 and leaving a rotation from Mirage to be the lone defender of the A site hit if it comes through from Maple. They've got presence towards Connector in the form of Super Yampy. Reality bomb on his back with the AWP, completely glass cannon out in this case, because 12 points of HP will be shut down by a single spray of the CT side. Nifu looks for Foxy, just catches him off guard. 2 players now in the advantage for Maple. Continue looking on. Molotov's in Mirage. Forced back to a passive corner with Olivia also being in a very, very awkward position with the AWP on short. 17 points of health as now the high HP player will get taken out. This will be Maple. Looking to secure their fourth here against Alpha Red. Yampy eventually will just wrap around, take that player down, deal with Olivia, get the double kill. Force investment coming through meanwhile from the Alpha Red side. M4's AUG's AWP with a SMG. Look at the shot from Letho. Immediately deals with that AWP. Olivia down and out from Alpha Red. These picks have been so good for Maple CS so far. Straight in, straight up, opening fire. KNTZ will catch Leaf back off guard, taking out as he agresses a little bit too far forward on the smokes. And Ying getting that bomb on his back will start to move in with the rest of the Maple side and moves over towards the middle area. Down towards bottom of mid. Into sniper nest, into connector potentially. 60 seconds remain here for the Maple squad. As Seven does catch off Nifu, dropping him down. Man advantage regained by Alpha Red now as the crossfire gets set up towards the close and long range angles of the A bomb site. Reality with the AWP trying to find something, trying to get some sort of advantage, some sort of peak and a man advantage, especially for the T side, but nothing going his way. There's 30 seconds remain, and Ying leads the charge. Flashbang's over. Very quick hit coming in from Maple CS, exhausting a lot of their utility, but only 2 flashbangs for Alpha Red to respond to their own right. The AUG here spotting the gun barrel on the first. Good headshot comes in on the backstab, and Foxy meanwhile deals with both players dropping that bomb. That probably is going to be round over right there and then. Ziampi, last man, getting headshot by USP. Foxy with a triple kill. And a third on the board for Alpha Red. The full force investment out from the Maple side. 2 AKs, 3 Deagles, excuse me. Head cable off for everybody else. A bit of utility kicking around the T side line. I think the best case scenario is to go for the full-blown execute towards A or B, depending on what they fancy. With B side probably would be the most advantageous one because of the 2 smokes rather than the 3. Flashbangs are plenty. HE is coming through as well. A lot of utility being used early on in the round. Flashes over, smokes up. And 60 seconds remain here. Ying also moving forward. Let's hear out footsteps of one man, catch him off on the rotation, try and keep Alpha Red second guessing themselves as more faces coming into that mid area. Leaf forcing 7 back. And KNTZ also pretty passive on the CT side line as finally the hit comes through to the A bomb site. In connector they'll go. Trade back, 1 kill for the CT forces. Flashes it in, Seven's completely suppressed to a corner. First fire trying to get some blind good shots against it, but finally Niffy rounds that corner and deals with a man, leaving it all left to KNTZ. Backed up now by Olivia with this AWP up. 19 seconds and a bomb plant will come through. KNTZ cannot get the wall bang spray as Olivia catches the man off in Palace. So back to evens we will be. HP advantage for Alpha Red at this stage. Players moving in also to connector as well as Alpha Red start to close in the gap on the Maple setup. AUG in for the first. Nifu trades it right back to 2 versus 2. One man on the bomb site. Deagle up, takes the second kill. And up for a third, not quite against the likes of KNTZ. Second flick lands to the body, but not to the head, and KNTZ will be able to get away alive. 30 points of health, though, probably going to end up falling the orb grabbed by Leaf. Has to get out of dodge. And Maple will be able to keep 2 players alive and just about secure their 5th round. A force buy from Alpha Red around this next round here, obviously with the buy-ups coming through. AK's M4s, CZ's Deagles. Up close and personal against the Maple side with the full-blown sets of rifles as standard. Nifu. That's exactly where the CT side players are playing out. Obviously, information being given up early on in the round. And Alpha Red do fall right back out of position, but they do lose their first man as a result of their overcommitment to the retreat. Right down to underpass where the first man of Nifu can strike. Nades up, giving a little bit of information away, but not getting any damage, not getting any kills out of it. Meanwhile, the same can't be said for the CT side. They're going to lose kills as Ying catches an overextender in the apartments. Good timing on him. Now moving into the B-bomb site, which probably be a bit of an exposed bomb site. Good headshot still landed as Mirage goes down, and the 2 rifles are all that remains here for Alpha Red. Meanwhile, the main T-side force pushing in. A lot of the utility going to be heard, and KNTZ and Olivia not ready for the backstab coming through from Ying. He'll catch one man in the murder hole, and the M4 is all that remains. 1 versus 5 in the smokes. Sprays are blind. He does take down 1 AWP here, but Nifu should be able to trade that, grab that AWP, and turn 6-3 favor of Maple. Heavy investment from Alpha Red. Force buy in the last round will leave them nothing to work with, and eco more than likely for their line. A timeout going to come through because Alpha Red came into this series as the heavy favorites, but so far they've not exactly been the favorites. They've not performed like the favorites. They've not performed in the same way that we'd expect out of a team like this. Well, eco round, obviously. Stack up from Alpha Red this time to the A-bomb site, which Maple actually might play into here. A lot of early utility facing out towards the apartments, but Maple have basically set themselves up for the execute. This could be where things get awkward. Leaf Molotoving out the corner. Follow up all 5 players to face. This is going to get very ugly. Can Alpha Red come out with a decent round here? Molotov's in. Yampi committing to this, not spotting out the man on the boost spot here at triple. Down the corner, spray out from Leaf. First contact. Nifu down, turns around towards Olivia. 3 players remain here. They do get dismantled by the rifles. So unfortunately, the stack strategy, while it can be effective, was not quite set up appropriately, and the rifles just dismantled them all. Alpha Red, a nice try, but no cigar this time. 7-3 for the Maple squad as the T side is rolling very, very well so far in this one. Another fast hit coming through from Maple right out of the gate. There's only 2 players to deal with here on the A-bomb site. First man down, secondary kills. KNTZ still held out in the open. We'll deal with 1, but he's dealt with all the same as Foxy moves his way into the mid position. We'll deal with Ying. 3 versus 2 scenario. The bomb plant will go down. Open for CT. And the 2 CTs that remain suppressed so effectively. Maple pushing up, getting so much map control in such a quick succession. Very, very quick out of the gate. And it looks like Alpha are going to fall back as a result. 8-3 should be the scoreline for Maple CS. Alpha Red with a heavy investment is once again going to get shut down. course, AUG and AK is all we really have to work with for Alpha Red. Maple. Already beginning things here to connect here as Olivia is the first man down. At this stage, Foxy and Mirage should probably just stack up on a bomb site and get ready for Maple to come forward. And if they do end up taking the bomb site, then that'll be a bit of a rip. But at the very least, you can hold on to those rifles for the next round, because at this stage, Alpha Red are not going to get anything done in round 12. And Maple, confident starts here on the T side as they move into B. Bomb site is completely cleared out. Bomb plant should come through. We will be on 9. Oh, one kill coming over for the CT side. That's an AK being recovered, so small victories for Alpha Red. It was an eco for these players, so the fact that they got an AK out of this is not too terrible, but at the end of the day, in the grand scale of things, just a little extra firepower to work with for the CT forces. Doesn't look like Maple want to overextend too far as well. They don't want to give up those AKs. They want to give the extra firepower potential for Alpha Red. They're going to have a buy in this next round anyway, so the AWPs will come through for Olivia. AUGs on 2 other players, and Maple will be taking a tactical timeout here. Kind of surprising considering that they are in the lead, and a pretty commanding one at that for Alpha Red. Take a look at the round differential, and you see that it's only the odd rounds now. 5 in a row for Maple. Max loss bonus for the T's. Now I'll take the tactical to figure things out. How much will that benefit Alpha Red? Will they also take the opportunity to figure chat about their current line of things? They are in pretty dire straits, as we've just discussed. 6 rounds in deficit. Maple in such a good position. Reality takes a lot of early damage in the apartments. I think it was a follow-up nade from Foxy. Will return back by Ying. Not to do as much damage in the return trade, but no kills given up by Maple, not gained by Maple either. AWP kill from Olivia finally comes in. Opening frag for Alpha Red just at the 60-second marker, and he falls right back away. No trade can come through from Yampi. No more mid contact as well from Alpha Red. They will move into the mid position on the Maple side as a result. Smokes up. Good placement on that smoke as well, blooming in the entire sniper's nest window. But 35 seconds remaining for Maple to make the hit happen. They're going to make their way back to the apartments. There's only 2 places to defend it. Mirage and Olivia. 2 great players so far in this one. Olivia with that AWP, and of course Mirage sitting on 7 frags. One of the top fraggers in the server as Olivia doubles up, gets himself a second. Leaf down as the T's make their way in. They don't know that Mirage is hit with the corner. Spot sprays and takes down one as the AWP return does come through. It's still on the bomb site. 2 players dropped, and the bomb being dropped as well. 1 man left in Nifu. And Alpha Red will get their 4th on the CT side eventually. Up here for Olivia. First frag out to the mid position. Alpha Red have gone aggressive on this map at least 2 or 3 times so far. This is the one time where it finally works out for the AWP kill. Reality not quite ready for the AWP to be as close as it really was, and Maple lose the first man in the early minute. .45 seconds remaining on the clock here for the Maple side. Down a man as Nifu moves up close. AK in hand, flashes over, sprays down to Lazy Foxy and takes him down. Myro's now next up to face the Brucey spot. Spraying on through, can't be spotted out. Instead, Ying will take him out instead. 4 versus 3 scenario. And Maple will have the bomb plant coming out. Yampi first contact here. No split steps, sees the Molotov coming forward and will try and spray it onto 7th position, but can't take him down. So no trade frags, no second man advantage for Maple CS, but they have got a man advantage for the interim. One player does aggressive. Yampi will be taken out, but a spray coming through on the AK. 3v3 scenario as Alpha Red consider the idea of going back in for the retake. They were rotating away for the moment, but now they've got an even man advantage. Ying will deal with 7-0, take it back for Maple. Look for the second player, and the same angle will lead to a spray for the T-side player. Triple kill for Ying, and Olivier will fall back with the AWP. A 10th for Maple. Couple of kills going against the CT side, for the CT side, excuse me, I should be saying. Took a little bit of damage onto the Maple side, but not that much is going to be in the grand scheme of things. You know, 3 players alive. Sorry, 2 players alive, excuse me, 3 players dead. They've still got about 13 grand on Leaf. Everybody else is $7,000, $5,000. Double AWP setup, in fact, coming in from Maple. This is first contact potentially for Reality or Super Yampy. Yeah, looking like that first frag to kind of try and find towards the apartments, and Yampy could be on for this very, very good opener here for Maple. Incendiaries will come out. Trade that ball back on Reality's part of things. Myro's again aggressive, but this time Maple are not going to try and see if they can face up towards him. They will spot him. He spots them all the same. As Ying trying to force a mistake out from the Alpha Red side, trying to bait in this AWP kill from Foxy, and Foxy actually will land it onto the man. So opening frag once again for Alpha Red. The second AWP of the CT side looks into the mid face from Connector. Nothing seen by Maple. Nothing given away by them either, as they will look to the A-bomb site for potentially their final hit here in the half. 7 and KNTZ, the main 2 players on the defensive. Olivia with the AWP can rotate out from Connector. If they deal with that Connector jungle area, then it should be a decent smoke up. The flashbang's over. The follow-up utility coming in, and counter smokes back from the likes of KNTZ. Molotov's in, smokes over. Yampy makes his way out of pouch. Reality deals with the first man, spray on the second. They haven't dealt with the sandwich player, and 7 in such a crucial position. Could be able to take several frags. They plant spawn open as well. This could be very, very ugly. No one's checked it, and he's sitting here. He's going to play passively. Spot both players, spray on the first, but not quite the second. Yampy deals with him, and Myros and Foxy, the last 2 players that remain for Alpha Red. First fire, Myros will spot 1 man over in the default position, but can't get the headshot. And AWP also taken out. Yampy gets himself a triple, not quite the quadruple, but it doesn't matter because Leaf is there for the final frag. 11-4, favor to Maple CS. Another confident stance on the T side here on their map pick. It is expected because it is their map pick at the end of the day. But 11-4. There's a scoreline that will be difficult for Alpha Red to overcome here on the T side, especially as Maple have their map pick. You expect them to be very good on the CT side. It's been a hell of a day for Maple. Flash smoke P250 for 7, dropped over the P250 for Olivier's side, so he'll be playing the raid boss here. And no defuse kit for Maple. They're very, very confident in their Angels. Apparently the first half has certainly given them a little bit of confidence. First kill coming in from Mirage though, leads down to Connector. Good shot with the Glock. USP gets picked up. Meanwhile, Olivia pushes in, gets caught off guard by Super Yampy. Trade back for Mirage, gets his second kill, looking for his third man here in the power position, lands that headshot, eventually 3 frags for the man. And now Ying, the last man left standing here, as his teammates have all fallen around him. No defuse kit, no utility for this retake. Flashbangs in from 7 will try and keep him suppressed, and he will be successful for the moment. And how does Ying come back into this? 4 frags to find a 1 versus 4. He's already gotten that first frag, and he's just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. No info. Eventually faced up the P250s, the Glocks, dealing the damage, dealing with the final man of the Maple side. And round number 5 for Alpha Red will be a big pickup for them to try and get back into this matchup. Meanwhile, on the other side of the board, a heavy investment coming in from Maple will leave a scout for Super Yampy. 2 SMGs to play with, and Yampy will try to take that mid face one more time here. 1 player in Olivia with the Mac 10. Will he be ready for this player? Let him sneak by so far in this one, so connector control gained by the T side forces. Also palace and ramp control, and only 1 man here on the bomb site to be dealing with. Reality, a P250, Kevlar, diffuse kit potentially. I mean, like, if we had a smoker, would have potentially, you know, given the idea of credence to a ninja diffuse, but playing out a firebox, spotted eventually by KNTZ, dealt with. Rotations will come back in as they saw a lot of utility, but 2 frags already found. Olivia on a backstab of his own right against Nifu, potentially could deal with Super Yampy. Indeed, he will. Leaf on the backstab of his own right. SMG up to play for. The Mac 10 will deal with him. Ying does get 1 kill for Maple, but not much more than that. Alpha Red do aggress, do successfully gain a 6th and an A site to their favor. Maple on the force buy will have to concede to the Eco next round against Alpha Red. Straight in, Alfred, not gonna waste any time with this setup. Straight into the A-site execute. 1 player and Olivia could get a backstab together. He will be able to take the first man down. On sandwich, the second player falls. Very easy here for the eco round. And a decent setup from Maple, but if they weren't covering off connector, then obviously that leaves a pretty decent gap open for Alpha Red to be able to go ahead and sneak and deliver in the back lines. And you know, if they cover that off, then maybe I would have seen an opportunity available for Maple to do some damage, but as it stands, 2 Mac 10 kills, money building up for the T-side forces. AK comes in on 1 for Foxy. Deagle's up towards that mid-face, and Nifu will be the last man standing, getting himself 2 picks. Grab that AK in particular for my roles. I mean, if you can get that out, then that's a very, very big pickup for the CT forces. Unfortunately, going to get suppressed down. 6 HP on KNTZ, and he will be falling no further than that, as the last man does fall down entirely for Maple CS. We have a buy-up here for Alpha Red versus the Maple buy-up of their own right. So, full investment coming in from both sides. AKs, AUGs, out of plenty for both the squads. Limited utility sets, but not by much for Maple. Going to the defensive, Alpha already looking to set up a quick A execute here. Set play coming through. Smokes Flashes are plenty. Olivia gonna flash in towards the dark area. It's Nifu, the only man standing. One rotation will come in, but suppressed by the smoke on the stairs area. We'll leave him alone. One kill to his name. Manic Spray will do a lot of damage to Olivia, but KNTZ comes in with the kill instead in a 4 versus 4. Small gap for Reality to work with. He will drop 7. A man advantage maintained here by the Maple side with rotations still incoming from the CT forces. The Petits have committed this bomb straight over towards the sandwich area, so there's no option for a rotation if they wanted to, though. Deal with one man. Reality comes up with a second. Quick tap to the likes of KNTZ. A 4 versus 2. Maple, full control of this round. So Olivia and Mirage get themselves to the A bomb site. Go for this bomb plant. Smokes up, give a little bit of cover for Mirage to get the plant in, but that still could be a Manic Spray from the likes of Yampi. No, Yampi gets taken out. Or gets taken out. Leaf comes up with a trade frag over to CT Spawn, and Mirage last man standing. 1 versus 3. Gets Ying for the headshot. Doesn't see where the next 2 players are at, but he knows exactly where they are at CT Spawn. Taps it once more, inner try and force them back, force the peak. Spray transfer does not connect to Leaf. Leaf falls to 18 points of HP, but doesn't go down. And Mirage nearly 4K clutch that in a 1v3. Not to be today, though. $12 on the board now for Maple, getting their first on their CT side half. Alpha Red with heavy investment will come out with the AK straight in towards the B. Set up one player in ladder room, dealt with very quickly. Rotations can't come in thick and fast enough. Lee's going to be the main point of defensive here towards the apartments. Takes that first man. Here's the footsteps, trades back to the AK. He's trying to stall for as much time, and indeed, Reality will get here as his teammate goes falling. One more player also on rotate, but KNTZ catches him at the end of the smoke. Nifu also falls all the same, overly aggressive. Backstab in from the SMG of Super Yampi, but I don't think he can do much from here. As Maple, the main T side, falls decimated by the incoming freight train of Alpha Red. Quickly returning back to the response of the Maple side. Loss bonus will be limited on the CT forces. Very little money kicking about. They might not be able to justify the force around this SMG. What's the play, Maple? Yeah, Eco. Buy up in round 22 as Alpha Red get dangerously close to finishing this off. Finishing this comeback off to back to evens. Only 4 rounds to get there. Probably after this round it will be 3. So here they go. Mirage in against Leaf. First frag. If you want a second, nice and easy secondary kill for Alpha Red. Third player also moving up through the smoke. Appearing and disappearing all the same in connector. Mirage with the triple. Easy as that against the Eco Pistols, and maybe Ying and Yampi could throw themselves at this one. Obviously the head carry are probably more expensive, probably more worth it to save for Maple. Alpha Red will aggress, and indeed the SMG will get himself 1 kill, but Ying dealt with, and Yampi he's only spotted nice and easy from KNTZ, 2 kills to his name. And now the buy from Maple. This is a very dangerous one. This is one that needs to go well for the CT forces. Else Alpha Red will probably end up with an equal scoreline here against Maple. AK's in, orbs up, double orb set up back in for Reality and Super Yampi. 2 M4s, 1 AUG on Nifu. Nice nades to begin things off from Leaf as well. Olivia down to 44 HP, the AWP trying to get that first face in the apartments, but nothing will go his way. Maple won't get a lot of information on Alpha Red, but they certainly will be able to gain suppression above the T side. Force them to fall back a little bit to a much more passive default. Mid-face coming through. Yampy gets the first kill on KATZ, and Myro's also getting tagged up to 16 points of HP. And Alpha Red continue to play passively as a result. You know, they certainly could have gained the mid control. They have got a little bit in Foxy. $40 seconds left. Boosts in from Maple will cover off all their bases here. As Alpha Red. 30 seconds left. 2 players into ramp, 2 players on the A bomb site, backing up the third of the Alpha Red hit. Foxy will try and force a rotation as the flashbangs come over. Molotovs inland will spray manically, try to see if he can get some information, but no, it's all down to the defensive line as one man in sandwich will get the quick kill on Myros. Turn around for the second, AWP no scope, 10 seconds remaining, and the bomb will be isolated. Down to default plant, 3 on 2. Orb face up, third kill will be found by Olivia, 4 points of HP. It's got us back to even standing. Foxy, however, has to be the main carry for the remainder of this round for Alpha Red. Orb shot comes through, Olivia gets the ace. Never mind about the carry from Foxy. Olivia landing shot after shot. And turn everything around for Alpha Red when they were suppressed down, low HP, man disadvantage on the retake. Maple dismantled by the AWPer. Big never mind for Alpha. Olivia showing up massive form for this one. Maple down to half buy at best. Probably eco, I'd say, maybe closer to. Max lost bonus kicking around for the CT line. Nifu and Yampy, first casualties. Ying will catch off one player, take out KNTZ. 4 versus 3 scenario. $60 seconds remain. Lead 7 deals with reality. Now going about as well as you expected to go right here for the Alpha Red side. Maple, 2 CZs left in play. I don't think they'll be able to go for the retake, obviously. Might try for it because they're not going to be losing much, obviously. AK picked up for Ying, and that might just be the best case to save for him. Maple so far only 1 round here on CT side, just when you thought they were able to gain control as well. Alpha Red striking right back. And now bringing us up within 1 of evens of this scoreline. Double orb setup coming in for reality and Super Yampy. Alpha Red. T-side default goes to the mid face. 2 players up, 1 short, 1 middle. Foxy down to the underpass area will certainly gain every single position in middle, so they can't play flanker here for Maple. A question will come through from the likes of Yampy. Of course, the AWP probably shouldn't extend too far forward because that orb can get dangerous if it rounds that corner on the likes of 7. The quick no-scope, or quick scope actually, might actually be more appropriate. Very unlikely to land on that one player if he's not quite ready for it. So he just holds the angle, gets ready for Alpha Red, realizing that if they do want to make the execute happen towards Palace, then they have to face this angle at the very least. And they themselves might not be ready for it. Indeed, Seven is not. Yampi, smart about this, falls back to a much more passive angle. Still got the Palace control, but you can see from his positions, also got to focus on the connector area as he's ready for one man here towards the connect position. What a flick! And potentially a second or third player could pour out of connector, giving up another kill for the AWP. Niffy, meanwhile, with the AUG up close. The AWP will be dealt with on default, but Niffy with a quick trade back knows where the T-side players are holding in from the AWP. Information being combined with the rest of the CT forces, all rotating out. 2 players on the way, 2 players already here. As Ying gets a kill of his own, looks for the double kill. He sprays on, takes them out. Nice stuff from him, and good frags from Super Yampi as well. And Maple, unlucky 13 on the CT board with Alpha Red taking a timeout. This is where Maple can spiral things out of control here. Double orbs back in play for Reality and Super Yampi. Alpha Red obviously taking that tactical pause because they know that this could be danger zone for them. Passiveness from Alpha Red. Played this before, and Maple actually managed to do a lot of damage against them. You know, they managed to keep them held back for a extended period of time doing damage and actually taking, I think, a man advantage. It was that Olivia ace clutch that managed to keep things under control for Alpha Red in that round. Passanus will eventually rotate up to standard positions here on the A-bomb site. The set smokes ready to come through. Yampi and Nifu, the only players to defend it. Rotations are very, very far away from the Maple CS guys. There's 2 smokes at the ready. Flashbangs to support it for Alpha Red, and Ying better be ready to rotate straight up through the sniper's nest. As 4 players look to come pouring out, the AWP and the AUG. What can they do? Yampi back over to CT, gonna look on for 2, lands the collateral, only taking 1, but tag damage to Olivia will certainly put Nifu in a great spot to swing out. Flashbangs in, deals with 7, bomb dropped over a sandwich. As no trades come back to the T-side players, it's all left to KNTZ out to the mid-face, 1v5. And Ying might not be ready for it, he will turn around at that angle in the end. Good timing for him, 2 kills to his name, and Maple CS finally come out the gates swinging here in the latter few rounds of the CT side. 2 more to go before they win this map, and by extension the best of 3. Again, if you're not aware, Alpha Red conceded their map pick of Overpass just a bit ago. Maple are a map up with an opportunity to really put an upset to begin things off in the Southeast Asia closed qualifiers. T-side in the apartments down to underpass, flashbangs in, Deagles, MAC-10s, AKs, AWPs, force bought by Alpha Red. They don't really have much of a say in the matter. If they eco, they're playing for overtime, and that's 4 rounds in a row. But this is also a big risk of its own right. Not a lot of firepower by comparison to what they could have gotten with a full buy in the next round. Orbs in, AKs out. You're expecting someone to be boosted in a sniper's nest. They're expecting a boost to be coming through at the very least. Alpha Red rotate back to the A-bomb site here. Much more limited utility this time around, but they have got connector control, they have got Palace, and they have got ramp. The CT's also pretty divided as well, but Nifu turns around, finally gets an angle on Mirage and does take him out here in the AK coming through as Ying deals with Lazy. Foxy over to the sniper's nest. Nifu with a second, Olivia now with an AWP. 2 kills to his name, we will find the second. The AWP of Yampi trades it back and lands a flick back on KNTZ. 15-11 map and match point for Maple CS. And a force buy from Alpha Red. Looks like it's going to concede over to the Maple side. Double orb set up and play with the full-blown rifles. Alpha Red going straight out to the apartments for a rush tactic. Well, it certainly looked like it initially. They will rotate right back out and stall for a moment, get ready with the utility play. As Foxy looks to be the first man out of the gates here. Smokes to suppress in the apartments. Molotov's back, flashbangs away. Nothing being spared by Maple as the execute comes in from Alpha Red. Mac 10 out of the gate, deals with the first man, spots the second, and in reality is completely blind. Third player on the bomb site, 7 will deal with him. As yes, they do overwhelm the B site defensive. Maple not ready for the sheer fast pace coming out from the Alpha Red boys. And a 5-on-2 scenario with rifles being gained. Alright, that's pretty ingenuitive. Break to KNTZ, he wanted that AUG and he'll get it. Yeah, Alpha Red, so far in this series, have shown that when they go aggressive, they succeed. You know, there was the mid-control over on overpass when they went out to the stairs and out from Fountain, immediately getting that opening frag. And here on the second map of the series, obviously with the B-site rush, execute coming through, and Maple is caught off guard by the flashbang. So many blind players, so many kills. But Maple CS here with the double ult setup, re-bought down against Alpha Red with their own heavy investment. M4s and AWPs being saved and the like. The bomb site of A looks to be the target for Alpha Red initially here. Smokes are being set up. Only one man to defend it as well. Nifu on a very, very active angle. Rotation's called in for reality. Here comes the utility now. AWP to face up. Not going to see anything. Nifu turns away. The timing is very poor on that one. As Yampy comes up with his own AWP, the smokes will be out for Alpha Red. 5-on-4 scenarios, they make their way inland. The bomb will get planted 4-7 as reality does get a good shot through the smoke. And now Yampy boosted up. Flashes nades in, will do a little bit of damage, but no kills going to the favor of the Maple side just yet. 4 versus 4. Alpha Red pretty passive across their lineup here. All players into the ramp positions. Various crossfires set up. Now the utility pouring in from Maple. Smokes up. Here they go. It's Simply Yampy with the first kill, spraying from Ying for the second, and 7 and Myros, the last 2 players. They do get themselves 2 quick picks, and now reality is the last man left. The quick QSP shot. Got to tap that bomb now. Once the fuse got on his name, gets the leg shot, but can't get the kill. As 7 gets 3 kills to his name, and Alpha Red do just about hold on to their 13th. Maple's suppressed. Stalling for so much time on the Alpha Red side. Indeed, they will be successful as a result of their efforts. Great start from Yampy already here in this next round. The rifle fires going in from both sides once again. Myros will spray back through danger box and deal with that 1 player. 2 more to deal with on the A bomb site control if they want to go for this hit. SMG for Ying is obviously not ideal. So I'm going to hear both these footsteps though. Spot both the players. 1v1 duels against both of them is 1. Reality and Leaf, the last 2 players remaining. 1 player on the CT spawner. Flashes will come through. I think he should be able to get the frag. Indeed he will. Let's just wait in. Will he go for the retake? Surely he wouldn't. See where the bomb's been planted. This is one of Molotov's coming in from. Spot second player as well. But yeah, the AWP will eventually lose it. And it will be Leaf to fall right back out of control. 14 on the board for Alpha Red. Might still take an overtime here against Maple. It's possible. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility at this stage. We'll get a couple of exit frags, so trying to limit the buy-up of Alpha Red in the next round as much as possible. Obviously, for the T side, it will still be a heavy investment, and a forced investment, I should say, round after round. But with the economy game being where it is, you know, any damage that Maple can do could potentially tip the tides in their favor. Unfortunately for this round, it's not going to be enough, as the 4 AKs will get rebought with the full set to utility. And meanwhile, they've got SMGs on the Maple side. XM1014 for Super Yampy, and they're going to go for a 4-man stack on the A-bomb side. This is not what you'd usually see on the last round of the half. We'll try and push it against 7 for it. Ying, straight up and straight out, will force him to fall back and get a little bit of damage, not a kill from the Maple side. We're going to take one player away to the mid control. Alpha Red also rotating up to the A execute. 3 players here. Very, very aggressive angles from the Maple side, and no one. We'll know about it. First kill coming in for Lazy Foxy. Secondary one out, and the firebox position is all that remains. The XM1014 will try and rotate out to positions, and Reality is just waiting for his opportunity to strike. Super Yampy will get caught off guard as the SMG swings through, and Super Yampy with not a whole lot of opportunity. Leaf will turn it around with the AUG. 1 kill to his name, but that's the only kill so far for the T side. With extra nades coming through, Super Yampy in a very, very tight spot. A bomb plant will go down. Leaf will deal with KNTZ, spot the next man in my rolls, but this retake is very unlikely. He's going to have to do all the heavy lifting. And taps on taps. Managed to get XM taken out, and the AUG will fall all the same in the likes of 7. Overtime for this map up here. A great T-side stance from Maple so far today, but not getting much more than that. CT has been looking pretty dire so far. The double obstabs coming in for both sides. Obviously 10k as the official rule state for Valve Majors. This only applies to the minors and the minor qualifiers as well. Face up to the mid area, Maple. Much more active stance to the mid position. Obviously on short, the AWP will be placed out, and the AUG to underpass, looking for the opening kill against Alpha Red. But Alpha Red also suspect this, and they will just go ahead and play passively as a result. Flashes on ramp will give Alpha Red that control. Also give a bit more info to the Maple side, who are playing passive on A-bomb site once again. Yampy with that AWP. Played this position well so far in the past, but not that well at the moment. 60 seconds left for Alpha Red as they do rotate up to the B bomb site. 2 players at close. Leaf, obviously. First contact player. Mid controls were established for my rolls as the Molotov's out, flashes in. Pulls a rotation away from Maple as well. The suspected might be another A hit. Leaf also going to play passively as well, so his active stance on the apartment's control. Going to go to waste here for Maple. No rotations coming in. 1 player on short. Leaf will be forced to fall back to the bomb site as counter flashes do come back. The Molotovs in as Foxy first facer and first casualty of the half. 7 also extremely low as the AWP turns on, lands some lag damage. Ooh, gets the collateral through the wall though. Olivia and KNTZ out of play as Maple CS do not concede a single casualty. 10 seconds for my rolls. All 5 stay alive. And the AWP of reality giving Alpha Red a taste of reality, and the reality is losing the lead once again to the Maple side. All held out in the apartments. AUG on the back of the bomb site. Couldn't do as much damage as he would have wanted it to, but it doesn't matter too much because that AWP was the clinical part, the key factor of Maple's defense. He'll try and take it in back one more time towards the mid face, but Olivia only taking a leg shot, not a kill. Hand damage can't come through from the Alpha Red side. Nades and plenty. AK and Mirage will take one man out, but trade back low HP as a high HP player ends up falling as the first casualty of the T side. Smokes up, 45 seconds left. 3 players in the apartments for Alpha Red. Certainly selling on the idea of Maple might be looking towards that B bomb side. They've got 3 players on overall crossfire. One of them will rotate away, but Leaf going to hear those utilities being popped out in the footsteps as well. As Reality Jesus turns on for a kill. B-side defensive strong from him, and Alfred have not got the time to hesitate. They need to go into the bomb site right now. We'll look for Leaf, we'll take him down, but Reality still with his AWP out, and a second player going to rotate in with the AUG up close. We'll spot the man towards short, we'll deal with him, and now look for the last man close range on the bomb site. Bomb dropped, and 7 nowhere in position to try and get this round together. Maple, 17 on the board, and Alpha Red investment has been heavy in the last couple of rounds, with 10K being on the money line. Leaves only a little bit. A very forced investment will be coming through from Alpha Red. Double ops out from Maple. Will begin things off once again with Reality getting the opening frag on KNTZ. Ying will try and hold down the mid-center as well. Mid-control, aggressive from Maple. It doesn't even can extend a bit too far forward on this one. It looks like he might just... Ooh, the time is good for Mirage, but he does swing back in. Get that headshot to 4 versus 4. Maple once again claim a HP advantage. Foxy, 61 points of HP thanks to the nade landing directly at his feet on the part of Leaf. Little under 60 seconds left on the clock. Two players around this corner into the short position will start to move in. Maple have 1 man in the apartments, and Leaf on the marking position will deal with the first. Reality coming up with the second. Apps control trying to be established by the T side, but meanwhile the reigning T side forces have fallen on short to leave it 18-15. Perfect half of OT for Maple, and considering where they stood on the T side, this might not be looking that great for Alpha Red. 3 rounds in a row on CT side to get themselves back into control. Apps control immediately established by the Maple squad. 2 players up there. Needs to do a little bit of damage, with a little bit of wallbang damage coming in against them. .60 seconds left. Maple wrap around, go into The A set, execute, setup. Here come the smokes, here come the flashbangs. 2 players on the A-bomb site to be dealing with it. Org at long range spray does not do anything. 7 meanwhile on the sandwich position. You see them coming forward and Ying's so ready for it. Quick kill comes out. Olivia next man up to face the Molotovs. The smokes burning away at him. He'll take a lot of damage as he gets himself into position. KNTZ comes up with 2 quick frags. Bombs still get planted here. It's a 4 versus 3. Make it 2. It's Yampy with the AWP close and Leaf with the other AK up in the power position. The AWP will get dealt with, leaving Leaf alone. 1 kill to his name, not much more than that though. And Alpha Red will get the retake. 16 on the CT sideboard, excuse me. Great retake coming in from Alpha Red. Obviously, Maple suppressed, could not get all the control that they wanted to. They'll take a timeout as a result. That could have been a round that swung to their favor, but suppressed and passive. No real opportunities, no real chances to get a confident line on the A-bomb site. When the execute came through, it wasn't amazing. The trades were pretty good there from Alpha Red. The bomb plant puts them in a pretty decent position with the economy state. Still probably be a force buy in the next round because the second AWP will come through for reality. Maple here with their best chance to win out on this half. Olivia straight in against the AWP. Reality will take the first man down, and they're going to move quickly into the underpass position as well. Alpha Red. Losing that opening pick. Reality will certainly be ready for anyone else who wants to face into the mid position. Alpha Red have gone for that kind of mid control in the past. But now though, Maple. Molotov's in and Foxy. Close range against 2 players. Can't get mid-contact as Leaf catches off 1 player going overly aggressive. It's a 5-on-3. Alpha Red running out of options, running out of players. 50 seconds, Maple CS are running out of time, but I don't think that might matter too much. As they move into the standardized positions, it will be Leaf the first man out. Yampy moves forward into connector, catching off Lazy Foxy. They move out here with Maya Rolls taking contact back around here. 7 being damaged up towards the CT spawn at Ticket Booth, trying to get some wall bank damage as Maya Rolls does move into connector and look for the 1 man out here. Will spray, will take him out. Look for the second of Leaf. Not going to happen though. 2 kills come back for the T side. It will be 19-16 in favor of Maple CS, pulling an upset above Alpha Red, taking their opponent's map pick and winning out in map 2. A 2-0 to progress here in the upper bracket of the Southeast Asia minor closed qualifiers. What a start from the Maple boys, and again, very unexpected stuff. Seems like Alpha Red weren't quite playing on point today. I definitely didn't feel like it was the most confident game from them. But they do have a second chance. Obviously, there is a lower bracket that the boys over from Alpha Red can take into account, and obviously can take an opportunity in the later part of today's broadcast. Of course, that lower bracket we're taking part on the mainstream. For now, we're all in the upper bracket as we move to TNC versus Beyond in about 25 minutes time here on StarLadder CSEN2. So stick with us for a little bit, and after this break, we will bring you that matchup between TSC and Beyond after this.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.